Hello, guys. Welcome to sportstalkreview.com. I'm Natalie Rice from Martin Green is in the studio. It's Friday. We're taking a look at the best bets across European football for this weekend. Martin, thanks for being here.
Hi Natalie, thank you. Delighted to be on the show once again. As always, it's the highlight of my week. I've picked out a few games that I like the look of with good value across a few of Europe's top leagues.
Yeah.
How many do you think you'd like today?
Well, I've got one from each league. I decided to just bring one from each league. I could have gone more, but yeah, I've gone one
I
from
will do
each.
the same.
How many have you
I'll do
got?
one from
How
each
many have I
league
got
and
to choose from?
maybe one bonus one as well.
Okay, all right then. That's a
All right, let's
deal.
start with the Premiership then.
Okay, what are you?
Tottenham
Mm-hmm.
away at West Brom.
Yeah,
Tottenham to win.
I like.
1.8.
Yeah, I like Tottenham to win actually. I was doing a Premier League rundown with Nigel Seeley though yesterday, and he was like really against it, and that kind of made me like second guess. But okay, I'm back on the Tottenham train.
Wow. I mean, Tottenham's last game, they beat Man City. It's the
Yeah.
first time Man City have lost all season. I think Tottenham are in just phenomenal form. It's always a bit difficult after a 2 week international break
Mm.
to predict how it's going to go and how fit the players are going to be when they come back. But at the moment, Tottenham are on a roll and they're playing fantastic football. Really, on paper, they should be far too good for this West Brom side. And the price looks good, 1.8 to me.
All right, so Tottenham win there. Okay, I'm feeling confidence there. They beat Man City, like you said, they're 2-0. What else? What other match from the Premier League are you looking at?
That would definitely be my top tip from the Premier League. If I was going to go for another one, I quite like the look of the Southampton v Burnley game. I
Mm-hmm.
know that Southampton are sort of heavy favourites there, but I just think Burnley are a really tough nut to crack. It took Arsenal till the 90th minute to score against them. I think Burnley can do okay here. I think Southampton might win by a single goal perhaps, but
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at Burnley +2 on the handicaps. You can get 1.75 on that, which looks a good bet to me.
Wow. Yeah, not bad at all. Actually, JJ from our rundown, he's actually going with the Burnley win. I'm looking at Bournemouth versus Hull. Surprised you didn't bring this one up, actually. Bournemouth, the odds have dropped. They were about 1.9 yesterday. They're 1.85. So if you agree with me, then jump on that right now. Just really, if you know, looking at Hull's form, really struggling. Just 2 wins this season, 3 back-to-back losses. Haven't won a match in 5. They're playing on the road. I don't think it's going to be too tough for Bournemouth. And, at home, straight win, 1.85. I think it's a fantastic value.
Yeah, could be right. And it was their first 2 games that they won as well. So they're in really
Yeah.
poor form at the moment. I guess I'm not overly convinced by Bournemouth either, though, so far. I think they're still taking a bit of time to really click. But yeah, of the two, I would expect Bournemouth to just about win that one.
Yeah. All right. Which country are we traveling to now?
How about we fly over to Italy? Bit
Uh-huh.
of La Dolce Vita.
That would be nice.
Okay, yeah, wouldn't mind being there right now actually. But Juventus
Yeah.
are playing Udinese. Last time they played, they won 4-0. So they're very low odds to win this one simply because they're top of the league.
Mm.
Udinese aren't doing very well. But I found a bet Juventus to beat Udinese to nil,
Yeah.
1.9, which I
Yeah.
thought was a great price, seeing as Juventus's success is just based on having a fantastic defence, a really strong goalkeeper. They're not really too gung ho and cavalier, so I think that looks a good bet to me again.
Yeah, and it looks a great bet to me as well. That's exactly my bet from Serie A. Juventus to win to nil, 1.9 Paddy Power. Like you said, last meeting ended 4-0. Udinese have a terrible time trying to score against Juventus. Last 5 head-to-heads, they have not scored a single goal. I think that's spanning back to about 2014. And Udinese, they've only scored 6 this season. So, they generally just find it hard to score. Combine that with Juventus' tough defence. Juventus win to nil. Best bet for me as well. All right, where are we off to now?
Good. Okay. Well, in Spain, I have a bit of a tougher time finding good value because the top 3 teams are all playing sort of far lesser opposition, and the odds are very low on all of them. I think the best you can get is on Real Madrid to beat Real Betis, which is about 1.4. even that's not really offering you any value. So I think, or not much. So I think you have to kind of look to the handicaps. I was looking at Atletico, who are top of the league and in sensational form.
Mm-hmm.
They play Granada at home.
Yeah.
I was looking at giving them a -2 handicap and taking 2.2. Atletico have been scoring a lot more goals this season than they did last season, and they beat Granada 3-0 at home last season. So I can see them racking up a pretty decent scoreline here. That looks an interesting bet.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, God, of all the matches we could choose from, we go the same match. Atletico Madrid
Great
versus
minds,
Granada.
great
I know, right? That's weird. Anyway, I absolutely love my bet here, which is Atletico to be leading after 30 minutes. 2.1 Coral. I'm expecting a few goals as well. It's against, top of the league against bottom of the league. Granada, very tough time. Not expecting Granada to score. Atletico have only conceded one home goal. Definitely like your bet there, and like mine as well.
I like that bet. I have to confess that's not really a betting option I've ever really considered,
No.
but not the most.
Now and again, I
Definitely
pull them
not
out
the
the
more
bag.
common betting types, but yeah, that's an interesting one. I'll have to add that to my repertoire going forwards. 'Cause I like that.
Yeah, leading after the 2.1, doubling your money. We've got to see a goal from Atletico Madrid in the first 30 minutes, surely.
Yeah.
All right, so finally off to Germany now, Bundesliga.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few games I really like the look of in Germany, so it's hard to whittle it down. But well, you've got Köln, as they're also known. They're playing Ingolstadt, who are in a
Yeah.
terrible 5-match losing streak. Köln are in the top four. They drew with Bayern Munich, and they're unbeaten still this season. But they're still very well priced to win this match, 1.83.
Yeah.
Good one. But also, I'd have to mention Bayer Leverkusen, fresh from a 2-0 win over Dortmund. They travel to Werder Bremen, and it's 1.74. And then you've got Mönchengladbach, who are at home to the bottom club, Hamburg.
Yeah.
Mönchengladbach were top four last season. They're 1.7. So those three all look very good to me. I'd be considering some doubles and trebles there.
And my top tip actually comes from Mönchengladbach versus Hamburg. Mönchengladbach undefeated on their turf. They're at home. They're priced 1.7. I think this is like a Christmas come early. Obviously, Hamburg last place. They haven't won a road match, and they've just scored scored a single goal there. They've conceded 6. I like Mönchengladbach win 1.7, and if you want more value for your money, Mönchengladbach -1 at 2.2. I don't know I don't know why the odds are priced like this, but I'm not complaining. I'm taking Mönchengladbach -1.
I think it might be because they lost 4-0 in their last game to Schalke, but we'll have to hope that's a bit of a blip.
Yes, it is a blip. They're bouncing back. They're coming back strong. No, I'm not
think they
expecting
can.
Hamburg to score, to be honest with you. I think Mönchengladbach learned from their mistakes there against Schalke and going to go for a strong home win.
Indeed. Agreed.
All right, fantastic stuff. That rounds off our best European bets that are headed into the weekend. We will be back next week, so stay tuned for some more value bets. Martin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much, Natalie. Really enjoyed it. Good to see you.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.